autumn air is crisp as I begin my evening stroll. Its fragrance like a balm that seems to ease the troubled soul. The smoke of distant chimneys and a crow against the sky. October works her magic, takes me back to days gone by. As a child, tales of spirits filled my head with fantasies. Campfire stories brought to life a world of mysteries. Till morning sunlight broke the spell, and all was as it should. Yet we knew that none would dare go near the house in the Goblin Wood. The house in the wood, in the Goblin Wood. I'll say my prayers and not return to the house in the Goblin Wood. The house they say was home once to strangers in the land. Where they came from no one knew, no one could understand. Some uncanniness about them, something distant in their eyes. A goblin wood held their secret, something evil in disguise. Curiosity eventually would get the best of me and follow me off the beaten path, determined I would see. What was this which called me like a moth to the flame? Now the house stood before me, seemed to beckon me the same. The house in the wood, in the Goblin Wood. I'll say my prayers and not return to the house in the Goblin Wood. A foolish man, I set my foot before the weathered door. The hinges screamed as if in pain. I stepped upon the floor. By now the sun was setting, many shadows filled the air. Their voices seemed to touch me, saying, join us if you dare. Now the old abandoned house was not at all as I had dreamed. For as my eyes adjusted, I could tell, at least it seemed as if it wasn't old at all. I tried to leave without a sound, when I heard someone say to me, come in, won't you please sit down? A woman old and haggard enters slowly from the hall. I'm so glad you came calling, just hang your coat there on the wall. She said, so few walk these woods now since the old bridge washed away. Won't you join me for some coffee? What brings you out this way? To the house in the wood, in the Goblin Wood. I'll say my prayers and not return to the house in the Goblin Wood. She poured as I sat down, confused and unsure. We chatted as we drank, my vision soon began to blur. And the words she was saying began to sound like a witch's spell. All reality was fading as into the night I fell. In a loathsome dream of darkness, ancient spirits followed me, as bony-fingered hands dragged me through an endless sea of never-ending terror, evil faces all around, till I woke in the morning, wet and cold upon the ground. The house in the wood, in the Goblin Wood. I'll say my prayers and not return to the house in the Goblin Wood. How often I think back again to that unholy night, and the morning I awoke to see things by a different light. For I'd been lying in the rubble of a house long since gone, Delirious and riddled, I had been there all night long. 100 years ago, beastly forms roamed the night, until Christian farmers had had enough, were told they put things right. Yet, how could I have been a guest there, when the house no longer stood? From now on, I'll say my prayers and not return to the house in the Goblin Wood. The house in the wood, in the Goblin Wood. I'll say my prayers and not return to the house in the Goblin Wood. The house in the wood, in the Goblin Wood. I'll say my prayers and not return to the house in the Goblin